everyone, Fuzz here as usual, and welcome back to Final Fantasy IX. So we've just escaped Kujar's palace, and we're going to start today by doing a little bit of the optional game content to help boost our party, ready for the trials ahead. And the first thing that we're going to need to do is find a friendly creature, which is, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, it's like a feather circle, that's the one, and it's going to be around this area, so I'll see you in a moment once I have found it. And here we go, I actually found this little fella on the chocobo tracks on the snowy area, so make sure you're running around the same kind of region, and you should encounter him after a few attempts, a few battles. And he wants a moonstone, so we'll go ahead and give him one. We do of course get the moonstone from the previous friendly creature. So this guy will give us the next item we need as part of the little quest chain that we're doing, and we're told it's a Garuda we're going to go and find next. Once again get a nice batch of AP there. And a late piece of lazuli, although we've probably got a few of those already. Another one never hurts, does it? And we're going to leave the Lost Continent for now and do some more stuff. The very next thing we're going to do is some frog catching. So the original 3 islands that we've been, or 3 marshes that we've been collecting frogs from are still all available to us, of course, and the 4th marsh is still not available to us. So that's the marsh on the Forgotten Continent, which is where we just were in the last couple of episodes. So we still can't access that place, which means that we're just going to crack on with the other 3. And we are, of course, once again working towards that goal of 99 frogs. Okay, so I've done all the frog catching I can do for the moment. I've got 66 frogs, so if you're following along with me, then you might be around the same kind of number. You might be a little bit more, a little bit less, because of the random nature of the respawns. But as usual, make sure you leave 1 male, 1 female, and the golden frog at any pond where it is present. It can only be present at 1 pond at a time. The golden frog, by the way, just increases the respawn of the adult frogs. So that's why we do want to leave that. And what else should I say? Oh yeah, there's no other rewards now for the frog catching once you've got the battle boots at 45 frogs until you get to 99. So 33 more for me. If for whatever reason you are already close to that amount, then you might just want to go ahead and finish it off. Don't worry about letting them respawn. There's no point in carrying on doing frog catching once the 99 frogs have been caught. Anyway, we're just going to take a quick detour off at the grotto to once again hand in the Kupo nuts that we have in our inventory. So we'll go and see how our little friend Moogles are doing. And hopefully they're not too overweight after all these nuts we've been feeding him. I guess I need it for the kids. And we'll get another random item, this time an ether. And now we need to go and get another Kupo nut, this time from the Moogle in the Desert Palace. If you remember, we didn't do his Mognet because we didn't want to lose out on the nut he was going to give us, because we can only hold 1, of course, in our inventory at any one time. So we're going to once again head back to the palace, and I'll show you how to get in there. So here we are again back at the sand pits. If you remember those, we had to choose one of them in order to proceed with the story earlier. In order to continue into the Desert Palace, if we turn around here to the mountain, you can see this little side entrance. And if we approach that, we are able to go ahead and enter exactly where we left off before we automatically boarded the Blue Narcissus when we last came out of here. And because we're coming from the rear entrance here, it's not a mission at all in order to head back to the Moogle. Although we will of course have random enemy encounters, so make sure you've got a party that can handle those. Unless you're using the no encounter cheat, of course, it's available in the Android and Steam versions. But that's obviously up to you. And then we're going to warp. Oh, the fun. The fun of warping. And we just head over to the teleporter on the other side here. Come on, Mr. Field Icon, where are you? Teleporter's like, no, don't make me teleport you down again. Well, I'm sorry, but we need to get things done here. And then straight across, and we'll have our Moogle friend just kind of moogling about. This is Mog Sam. Hello, Mog Sam. And now we're going to go ahead and do the Mognet. And there's our next Koopo nuts. So no surprise, exactly where we're going to go with that now. Here we go. I know it's a bit of backtracking, which is a little bit frustrating, but if we want to maximise this little optional side quest, then it's basically what we need to do. And once again, we get another random item. For us, it's a very exciting tent, of course. And if you've only just started following my walkthrough, because that's pretty much all the optional side stuff that I want to do for the time being. But if you haven't been following until recently, then there's a load of other optional side stuff you can do that I've already done. But it's still available now, including chocographs and all sorts. So by all means, go back into the walkthrough, the other episodes, and I've pretty much labelled them with titles and that, so that you can find out what's going to be taking place in that episode. If you've missed anything, then that should be a help to you. That's one of the good things about Final Fantasy IX. Although there is some stuff that is only accessible for a short amount of time, anything that's really useful can pretty much be done, you know, right through the game, in all honesty, once it's been unlocked. So now we're going to head back out to the Lost Continent. That's our next destination. It's the snowy continent up north, and I'll see you there. Right, so once again, we're parked up on the Lost Continent, and I'm just going to sort out the party, because we don't want to be taking the fellas that we've got in at the moment, and the ladies, of course, in the way of Dagger here and whatever this thing is. So we're going to go ahead and sort this out. We don't particularly want Dagger in the group because she's still a liability in terms of everything that she can't do at the moment, because she keeps getting that can't concentrate malarkey, whatever that's about. So we're going to actually use Queena as our main healer, since some of her blue magics will allow us to you know, keep the party's health up with White Wind and whatever the case may be. And obviously Zidane we're going to have to keep in. We're going to bring Vivi in because some of his spells now are pretty much, well, they're potent, we'll say that, and they are going to be hitting hard. So we definitely want to be bringing him into the group. And there's also going to be some stuff that he can collect. Some of it we've already got, but if you haven't been doing chocographs and whatnot, then you might not have it, in which case bring him as well, but I'm going to bring him anyway. And then the final slot, at the moment we've got Freya in here, or you could have, you know, Steiner or Amaranth. To be honest, any of them are absolutely fine. I think I'm going to go for Steiner, because I do like Steiner, and he does have some good synergy with Vivi as well. But like I say, it really doesn't matter. You might want to prefer to bring Amaranth or Freya. Just make sure that your party is fully equipped. Some of our characters may or may not be, but it looks like we are sorted. Okay. And then when you're ready to go, we'll disembark and start making our way over to the structure, which is on the west hand side. I'm not sure if it's showing up here. We've got Esto, Gaza, which is actually the place we're going to. So the answer to the question, is it showing up, is yes, it is. Just turn the camera around so we can see. And we have popped in here as a little optional adventure earlier on. I think we did a bit of shopping, if I remember correctly. Right, so we're going to head into the main building as we did before, and we're actually going to go shopping again once we've got through the scene. Bishop. I wonder if he's an android. Okay, so now we know our next destination. We're going to head around to the side here, where we can access the shop. And the reason we want to go to the shop is because even though we came here before as a kind of optional little bit of exploration, there's now some new gear that we can look at purchasing. So I'd recommend, as far as synthesis goes, that you get at least 2 flame sabers and 2 scissor fangs, and also 2 heavy lances and a silver fork. You're going to want to get 2 of those, and also you're going to want 3 diamond, not swords, 3 diamond, where are they? There we go, 3 diamond gloves, and also 3 gold armour. Now you might already have some of this stuff, but just make sure that you have at least that, because you are going to need them for synthesis. And this is the final shop, by the way, where we can purchase this stuff, or some of those things that I just mentioned. It is available until the end of this disc, but once we've gone past that point, they are gone for purchase for good. So just bear that in mind. And also there's a nice weapon here for VV in the form of the octagon rod. So you can go ahead and purchase one of those, although one is all you need. And I'll just go and stock up on stuff. Right, the reason I tried to get that rod for VV was because it teaches him his, his level 3 black magic spells, Firegar, Blizzardgar, Thundergar. Very, very useful indeed. And they are going to come in handy as well, those spells, so go ahead and equip that immediately. Of course we can use them while the item is equipped, but we do want to start learning those abilities so that VV has them permanently as well. And then you can just equip any other items that your characters might need. Since we've got Steiner in the party, I've given him the Flame Saber, which will give him the Magic Break ability as well as a bit of extra attack. And if we head around here, I believe there is an item for us to nab. Yep, it's a wing edge, so make sure you go ahead and grab that. And now we can go and find the Moogle. I don't think he's out this way, is he? Ah, there's random enemy encounters here for us as well, so we need to head back in and go out the other side. Say hello to some of these folks. Guess the news of Alexandria has begun to spread around. And here's the little Moogle fella, Mogrica. And I want to go ahead and just do the magnet. Mogrica, I'm in trouble. I use too much. Do you have more? You don't, do you? Oh, what am I going to do? I told Artemisian not to use it. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Ah, there we go. That's why you have to read them twice, don't forget, because that's the only way to get the new letter. So, she will give us a letter to Mulan. Interesting name. And then it's just a case of saving our game before proceeding into the next area. Right, to be honest guys, I'm going to finish the episode off here, gives me a break for a bit, and I'll pick up next time as we head into Mount Gulag proper, which is just down this path here, so please do join me for that, or down this path rather. One of these paths will take us to Mount Gulag, so please do join me for that, and if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as always, you can find the saved game files for this playthrough up on the FuzzfingerGaming website, link in the video description, and they will, as always, work for the Steam and Android versions of the game. But until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon as we crack on with more Final Fantasy IX. And we are making good progress now. I think we're up to about episode 50, is it? I think episode 50, so wow. Where's all the time gone? It's actually been quite enjoyable, this playthrough, and I hope you guys have liked it too. But like I say, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.